Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Crypto Whisperer here, back with another ICO review. Hopefully, bringing something to you guys that you've never seen before and that it's out of this world when you understand what it is exactly. To me, when I first heard of it and started reading about it, I was like, no way, this can't be this can't be real. Like they're actually gonna pull this off. And why am I acting like this? Well, Ubanx is one of the first ever to bring crypto to a retail type of space and a physical type of location, to bring different types of things within a marketplace and location for crypto. Will be multiple franchises, different countries, and whatnot, and you can even be a franchise owner that expands this type of concept all over the world. Yeah, and here's what they came up with from a computerized concept. All these images that are popping up right here, they're not actually real, but hope they look even 50% as good as these pictures. Most of them look a little bit like like a Starbucks or a like an Apple store. You know what I mean? And one thing, one thing that I think is pretty interesting is this very modern look and perspective of this pop-up almost location. So different from the rest of the neighborhood that people will have to go in and just be like, oh, I want to come check this out. So let's get to the description. Ubanx will be the easiest way for everyone to access cryptocurrency and blockchain financial services, providing a digital platform and physical spaces to meet, learn, and connect. There's a video here that describes, in a graphic cartoon perspective of like what Ubanx is. You guys can come check it out. I don't want to play the video for you guys. It's not really going to add too much to my description of this for you to understand what it is. But anyways, so this current round ends in 4 days, 2 hours, and some minutes. Basically 4 days and like 3 hours, if you want to say. And there's a 25% bonus currently in this round, and you get a priority pass membership with 1,200 VIP airport lounges around the world access. That is if you do a 2.5 Ethereum minimum contribution, which also includes 25% bonus, which is pretty interesting. That's based on the current round they're in. Later on, it'll be 3 Ethereum with a 20% bonus after the 15th. As you can see, this ICO is almost over. About end of June, it'll be done. Current price is around 0.12 euro cents. Click on the token page here. It'll bring up some more details based on the token, like supply and whatnot. Let's check that out actually. The token. So there's dynamics about the token. So here we go. So it's called BANX Banks. There's 1 billion supply. The token sale cap will be 600 million. It's an Ethereum ERC20 token. This shows you the allocation of the tokens. 35% goes to the token pre-sale, 25% goes to the public token sale, 10% goes to the ecosystem support supply, 25% goes to the team and advisor, 5% goes to the bounty program and incentivization supply. Okay, let me just get back to the main page now. So this is where these guys are featured in. You have ICO Bench, ICO Marks, all these companies, if you guys heard of them, which I have, and that's high praise. In fact, they are featured in these places. What is Ubanx? So let's go to the next graphic here. Ubanx will be the first blockchain retail place. We will connect the mainstream to the best blockchain financial products in the industry, serving friendly, secure, frictionless, and compliant experiences. So Ubank Spaces, will have onboard help from crypto experts. So if you have any questions based on crypto, you have guys who will just tell you exactly what they think is going to happen within the short term, probably long term, maybe even like midterm. You'll have a co-working area and a coffee lounge. Buy crypto related products within the space. Then you have a Ubanx blockchain account, which is basically like your smartphone. You can buy, exchange, and trade cryptocurrencies, kind of like a super advanced version of like I don't know if you guys are familiar with Coinbase, of course. You have a very user-centered experience. It's online, fast, and secure onboarding. Ubanx Crypto School. This for me is like one of the coolest concepts they have. So you're gonna have the ability to attend courses and workshops, learn crypto trading. There's gonna be online or on-site attendance, and then lastly they have this thing called Powered by You, that they think about the users and that they are the reasons that this platform is created for. It's created for the users, by the users, and the users have a voice here to join Ubank's work groups, and by joining the work groups, they can be part of the community and have a say of what the next thing they bring to the space and what the next place will be, in which they open up a physical location. Let's get to the first part here where it says learn more. So we have Ubank Spaces, the real people, real spaces. Uh, this is an idea of the space. Within the space, you're gonna see what's it called? A location like this that offers all these things. So the first thing that came up was the Ubanx Crypto School. So you'll have on-site and online courses that will be available, like I said, worldwide. The space facilities will also include auditoriums where workshops and blockchain startup pitches will have place. Like I said earlier, images of Ubank spaces are computer-generated renders provided for illustrative purposes, and they may look differently and have more different services and facilities when they're made. This thing moves fast. Alright, go back here. Alright, let's go to the right then. So we're up to here. Crypto store. Ubanks will provide physical space, retail exposure, and customer onboarding to mainstream customers for a curated selection of the best crypto-related products in the ecosystem, such as hardware wallets and mining equipment. Now, I think it's really interesting to have actual mining equipment. It's almost like a Best Buy. You go somewhere and I want to buy a TV or something. You go there and you just like, they probably tell you which one's the most profitable, which one's the most cost effective, which one's the most efficient based on what you're trying to mine, which coins you like. Not everyone has the same goals when they mine. Some people are very bullish on let's say Zcash or Ethereum and different ASIC miners or GPUs or whatever. They'll let you know, I guess, what's the best. They'll also let you know what's the best kind of wallet, I guess, if it's a Trezor or anything else of that sort. They have a lounge here within that same space and a co-work area where it's designed as a cafe. In a co-working area, users can network and use a meeting room or grab a snack. And here we have the exchanges and trading. So here we have the ATMs where you can buy and sell Ubanks. Here we have all the world clocks that just show, it's a very worldly place. Here we have the live prices of cryptocurrencies. And this here, I believe, is just where you'll probably be doing your trades, if not alone, with somebody to help you from the terminals. So you have for retail customers looking to jump into the crypto asset space, Ubanks will provide trading terminals, onboarding to the third-party exchanges, and training to get the most out of the platforms. And why do I say these are going to be the trading areas? Well, here I see Binance, so I guess that'll be one of the places where you can place Binance trades. And here you'll have I think that's Bitfinex and so on and so forth. Ubank spaces will be local and worldwide. Become a Ubanks community ambassador in your country, city, or university by opening a Ubank space. So if you click on this, it'll send you to a pop-up where they'll ask for your information, name, email, and whatnot. They'll send you more info based on that if you want to be, I guess, a franchise opener of a space or whatever of Ubanks. I think it's the most interesting part that I heard of this was to open it up on a university. Why do I think that? Because if you open up something like this on a university, not only will it be a hit, and you'll probably make your money back almost instantly in terms of a business perspective, in terms of like a worldly, uh, like helping types of perspective. It'll help like that type of community the most because you have students that want to go somewhere to study, for example, and there's a lounge, right? So you can go there and study, and then like accidentally come across like cryptocurrencies, even if you're not like interested in them, and then you'll spark interest in different types of individuals almost by accident, you know. And then I think that's where crypto is actually the most popular amongst that age range as well. Amongst college students who are around what 18 to like even like 26, for example, that range. Uh, Cryptocurrency is not popular in my opinion. From what I know, people who are like 40 and up. So I think that's a very very smart location if I was to open up one. Okay, let's see. Ubanx app. Here we have the design on the left. You first take a picture, a selfie, and you make sure your face is seen clearly. You scan your fingerprint to continue. So it's all for like security purposes, catered to you. This looks just like a service like what's it called, Venmo. You can send money to one of your contacts, but this you're sending Ubanx, and this guy's sending this much Ubanx to this person, and they'll go through the app. But the difference here that I forgot to mention is that it's not entirely like Venmo. It's more like a company like Lending Tree, because it's this here is a peer-to-peer lending transaction. So this person will probably get interest on his Ubanx from sending it to this person. As you can see, it says P2P lending, peer-to-peer. Here's the transaction history on this person's wallet for Ubanx. As you can see, he went to the coffee store and bought something for 200 Ubanx, accumulated some Bitcoin on the exchange, sent Thomas Anderson a transfer of some Ethereum, and then he paid for his Ubanx, subscription of the workshop, and here he paid for an Uber with 450 Ubanx. So I think that's pretty cool that you can do all these things within this app, and they're bringing all that to real world things and perspectives. So the Ubanx blockchain account, it will have third-party exchanges and services. You can send and receive cryptocurrencies internationally, fast and secure onboarding, state-of-the-art design. It looks fantastic. Crypto marketplace. It's just a graphic of what the marketplace looks like within the smart contracts and whatnot. Buy crypto-related products such as hardware wallets and mining equipment or access services from fintech and blockchain provided by third parties. So that's just describing again what we saw in the store with the mining equipment. And then here we have another graphic. Power to the people. It's another one of their concepts. So users will have a voice, token holders by forming part of a work group with help dealing discussions and proposing ideas around the Ubanx ecosystem, such as help to choose the next Ubanx space, opening location, including a service on the marketplace, or what color is better of the transfer button in the app. So here's an example of some things they will ask users. What's the next currency they should support? You click one, and then this shows the poll. Let's say you click NEM, you're like, okay, so now NEM is going to be the next thing you support, most likely because it's the highest, of course. And then let's see the next thing they have here. Which is the next space we should open up our next Ubanx space? So then you click one, and it shows the poll, I guess, the results. I think that's pretty cool. Here's one of the advisors' quotes. Pablo Larguya, amazed by the Ubanx crypto school. So am I. Online and offline courses for people to learn how to control their new internet money. Ubanx is the future. I agree. This thing is the future. I've never seen anything like this. It's just the presentation of this is just so it's just so clean, and like, if they deliver just exactly the way they're saying they are, this thing will be priceless in terms of like what they can do. VIP member benefits. So like I was saying earlier, this priority pass, you get it depending on the token round and how much you contribute, and you'll have access to airport lounges around the world thanks to the partnership. So you'll get all these benefits. Okay, another advisor on the team, Stefano Angeli. Ubanx local footprint spaces will bring cryptocurrencies to the streets to a massive level. This is what the industry has been waiting for. I agree. It's like we're all about doing online things with crypto. Now, doing them in person would change this market completely. So let's get to the roadmap / timeline, whatever you want to call it. Timeline. We're up to right here. We're in the token sale stage. The next thing they're gonna do is launch the mobile app. Then they're gonna acquire their first location and secure it. They're gonna do a franchise auction, I guess, to to tell which places will have the Ubank space franchises. The token will be listed afterwards, and then they'll launch the school, which is what I think is the coolest thing. In 2019, they're going to contribute to the vision of bringing cryptocurrencies and blockchain to the masses. I hope they do that with the expansion of their stores, of course. New flagship spaces will be announced. New Ubanx spaces franchise locations will be auctioned. So more auctions and more space announcements. All right, that's pretty cool. Here are the senior advisors. We heard a quote from this guy, and this guy right here, as you can see, he's the CEO of Red Innova and TechCrunch of Latin. This guy is Stefano Angeli, Transatlantica Bank CEO. So all these guys have a specific background. They aren't just normal guys walking in the street. They have something, related to crypto or some kind of business background, right? And if you guys are interested in finding more about them, all you gotta do is click on them. Their picture and their LinkedIn profile will pop up, and you can actually see their actual resume and what they've done amongst their careers. Most of these guys are people who have participated in major projects in the working space in Latin America. So here's the actual team. You have the president and chairman, Pablo, chief executive officer, you have James, and the rest of the team. There's a bunch of people. I'm sure there should be, because this is a very different project out of any projects that I've seen. Very unique, and I think that it's gonna do great. I would definitely buy this, guys, if you haven't already, because it's not even about like the token price. It's just like a lot of people get into ICOs to like flip a token. Like, just to hold this, just to have this token in your portfolio would be so like just something, because it's like you're holding. It's like almost like you have like a portion of like Apple almost. That's what I see this company as. They can be like the Apple of like crypto. You know what I mean? So, anyways, this is the Ubanx team. The same thing I said above. You click on one of these guys' names, and their LinkedIn profile will pop up. You can validate that they're real people and have their careers and whatnot online. And these are all the investors, Trezor, like most people know about, Spice, and the rest of them. Once again, this is the current promotion going on. 2.5 Ethereum contribution. If you guys want to get on, just register, and you get a 25% bonus. I think that's the end of the review, guys. I hope you guys will get into Ubanx. I think it's a great ICO. It's a great thing to get into right now, given that the current crypto space, you can see here's like the prices, everything is red right now. Of course, unfortunately, guys, we're in a bear market, but definitely put your money somewhere where it's gonna count, I'd say. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next